Guys, show day morning has arrived. We're about to head to the venue. I got a tan at 8:30. It's currently 7:30, so probably leave around 8 o'clock. Been up for around an hour or so now. And yeah, I weighed in this morning at 159 pounds body weight. So yeah, if you watch the last clips or video from yesterday, I was hoping to be around 158.5 on a wake of show day morning. So it's slightly higher than that. And then obviously now I'm going to obviously assess the look as the day goes on. I'm going to take the scales with me backstage. So realistically, I want to be on stage around about this weight where I'm at now, 159. Like while I'm stepping on stage, that's with like my pre-workout already consumed, a couple of meals in, some carbohydrates, some water. So I imagine once I've had all that food, my scale weight's gonna go up. But once we pump up and start training, we'll spend some of that water weight, we'll excrete it out, and also it'll go into the muscle cells. So the weight should kind of balance itself out there. And I also want to do something I've never done. This prep, well, this show is, I'm doing something I've never done before and everything. So I had vocal last night. Today I'm planning on doing it, like going to the gym, a gym nearby the venue, before I go on stage. So what I'm probably going to do is buy the live stream. I think it's around £15. I'm going to watch to see which classes are on first, so then I can kind of work out roughly when I'm going to be on stage, so then I can go in the gym, watch the live stream, and not like panic or worry, oh, am I on stage or not, right? And I'm going to do a training session, guys, because I feel like backstage I've never really had a good pump in certain muscle groups, especially the back area. I usually just get a pump in the chest and a bit of the shoulders, right? Even the arms, I would say, I never really got a good pump or connection in the arms. So that's going to change today, guys. My only concern is that I push too much in terms of volume when I'm training and the weight and stuff. So I got to kind of try and figure out the right way to do and the right amount of sets and the right amount of volume, which, yeah, I would definitely say I'm going to err more on the cautious side than the opposite of that, because backstage they're only going to have bands and like light dumbbells, right? So if we're in the gym, we're just going to take it a little bit easier. Anyway, meal one is as normal, 4 whole eggs, guys. I've got 2 litres of water here. I've weighed out 4 grams of salt. So typically I will be doing 5 grams of salt, 6 litres of water in a day. That's what I've been doing recently. We're going to taper it down slightly today. So like I said, I've got 4 grams of salt in there. I might not use most of it. I might use around 3 grams, depending on the look. Also got 1 coffee. And then in regarding the water intake, I'm probably going to be doing around about 3 litres of water. Again, it depends on how the body is looking, how the body is responding. The next meal that I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to show you guys because I want to get like focused now, right? So I don't want to be messing around with the camera. I'll film a little bit today, but nothing too crazy. But what I'm thinking is I'm going to have 1 banana for the potassium. We're also going to do 2 rice cakes, these Snacker Jacks. So it's around about, per rice cake, 11 grams of carbs. So we might do a bit more than that actually, maybe 3 rice cakes. So that'll be 30 grams plus the banana, 50 grams. And then I'm also going to have some dates as well, guys. So let me just show you that. Some dates also with that first meal. Then we've got like a lot of squares bars and some goodies and sweets and all sorts of crap in there, guys, just to turn to if we need to. So yeah, I need to prepare what I need to take to the venue and so on from there. Right guys, we're just at the venue, got the second coat of tan on. Yeah, this is like the backstage area, so just waiting around here, and then before we go downstairs I'm going to check out the venue in a minute now, and the stage itself, just to have a look. Yeah, so far so good. I'm just going to add in a little bit more in terms of food now, in terms of carbohydrates. We're going to have 2 rice cakes. I'm going to put a little bit of peanut butter and a little bit of jam on it also, and then I'm also going to have a little bit of water to go with that.
And now number 100, Sahan Majid Anwar.
Some venue this, guys. Definitely atmosphere looking pretty good inside. I think we got like around about what is it, 11 o'clock now. We got about 2 hours, I think, till 12 to 1 maybe. I'm just checking the classes. So they got like bodybuilding on now. In fact, guys, I think we're close to being on, because there's bodybuilding lightweight class on now, and then there's women's bodybuilding and classic, so I need to get ready actually, so I'm gonna head upstairs. I'm gonna pass the camera to my dad actually. He's the cameraman today, and there's my niece Harper. The rest of my family.
That's my assistant, Harper, who's great at pressing buttons.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the best, so I've done a quick bit of posing. I'm just gonna leave the camera now. I'm not gonna film. I'm just gonna get in the zone, head back upstairs, figure out how much food to have based on looking at the visuals, whether I'm going to train or not. Obviously I'll tell you about everything after the show when I do my post-show wrap-up, but for now, yeah, this is going to be it, guys. I guess I'll see you on the stage. Say peace out, Harper. Peace out. Go like that. Peace out. Yes, guys, so welcome to the show day video. It's actually 2 weeks later than when I'm recording. It's actually Sunday today, so I'm going to edit this video actually now, and I'm watching it back. I've seen it, obviously I've put it edit together, but haven't properly watched it, so you're going to get like a full. I like to do this, guys, if you're new to the channel. Every show day that I've done, I've pretty much done a wrap-up video like this, going over my thoughts on how we're looking. So, without further ado, we're in the classic amateur class first. This is a new division, and as you can see, they moved into the centre. So, I'm really glad that I obviously filmed this, got my dad filmed it, shout out to my dad, filmed it on the GoPro, because I actually paid for the pictures and the photography package, but they didn't come with a video, guys, for this show. It was actually photos only, which they are pretty good photos, to be fair. Probably one of the best I've seen in terms of shows, but they didn't have a video. So thankfully, we filmed it on this camera. But the quality, apologies about the quality, guys, it's not the best. I've tried to zoom in as much as I can without zooming too much where it affects the quality, and we are filming on a GoPro. But I think you can see kind of roughly what we're looking like, and yeah, so out of that first call out, I think there was 13 of us in this class in total. Out of that first call out, pretty much in center stage, so happy that I'll probably be in the mix. As you can see here, guys, this guy that's just got moved in now, I didn't really know about this guy, but I found out afterwards that like everyone was talking about him online. So I'm not that much of a bodybuilding fan, because I didn't know who this, I'd never heard of this guy before. And as you can see, I think he's 21 years of age, guys. Like, how the hell you build that physique? That's like Ronnie Coleman genetics, right? Like, look at the size of him, the shape, the conditioning. Like, he's natural as well. Like, if I was him, I'd be getting on steroids right now, tomorrow, competing going for the Olympia, because that level of like genetics, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm sure, you know, in fact, I'm not going to say I'm sure he works hard, because he probably doesn't work hard, guys. To have a physique like that, you just pick the right parents. Like, I'm just going to say it how it is. Like, you've picked the right parents. I would say his posing's very good though, so he's probably spent some time posing. But it helps to pose good when you have a good physique, guys, like that. I mean, even him just standing there, relaxed, looks better than all of us on stage. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm not best happy with the package that I brought here, guys. You're gonna see in my next video, which I did end up competing in the WNBF UAE show, and let's just say the results went a lot better than this show. That being said, I'm happy with kind of somewhat the package. Like, I have made improvements. I can see in my physique I've made improvements. It's just you're not going to see it because I didn't peak right for this show. I did 750 grams of carbs on the lead up to the show, 550, then 250, and it just didn't work, guys. Like, I've got like a drained, flat sort of look here. I look like flat and fat with less detail, less conditioning, and it's mainly due to the carb up that I did, and just how I went into the show, how I trained into the show. I was like pretty chilled out. Obviously, I was in Cardiff with my family. I was just training and eating and sleeping, but I wasn't practicing posing, and yeah, just run a wrong carb up, guys. So you live and learn from it. Hence why I wanted to do the Dubai show, because I knew I could fix a ton of stuff within even, well, not even a week, just a few days. So obviously we're in the first call out here on the edge. I would say this is completely fair to say that. I deserve to be where I'm at. Yeah, just not good enough, guys. Like, really not good enough. Should be doing a lot better than this in terms of conditioning, in terms of posing. But I'm obviously 32. I've got a good amount of muscle. I'm a pro bodybuilder. Got a good amount of muscle to stand and still be in contention, and that's where I was. I quite like funny actually, this back double with the hands open. I didn't know that they were calling this out until that she said it. I had a rough idea they might use that, and I never practiced it, so I just kind of did what come natural to me. Like the ab shot here with the vacuum. The injury's a little bit better. I like my classic shot here as well. I just need to switch the legs on. And it's funny, you can't hear here, but in the background noise, my family were actually helping me with posing a lot during this show. So shout out to my mum, my auntie especially. They were at the front, and my dad, because they were giving me tips on bringing my left shoulder up, raising it higher. So they're basically just moving me, fifth and fourth guys on the opposite side. I think I probably beat that guy, just got a bit more muscle mass than him, but he was pretty shredded. And I would say the standard's pretty high here, guys, in this top like 3-4. I wouldn't put myself in there saying my standard's high, but definitely the top 3. All the guys were pretty good. The guy that's next to me on the left here, he had crazy legs, guys, and crazy conditioning and a good amount of muscle. He just didn't know how to pose properly. He had no idea. His posing is like awful, which surprised me. Like, if you see his legs are crazy. Even how he's posing his legs there, I mean, have a little bit of separation, mate. Like, I wouldn't have your leg, but then I've arguably got too much separation going on. So each to their own, guys. This is why it's bodybuilding subjective. I like how he's got that shot there, though, to be fair, with his legs, quite classic looking. Maybe that's what he was going for. But yeah, he was actually impressive, the guy in third. So yeah, they call us off then, and I think it's the oh yeah, this is the other class, the second call outs. Then we're just doing a pose down, guys. Really don't like these pose down parts of bodybuilding shows. I wish they did something different. I don't know quite what they should include, but just not this. Like, I've never been a fan of it. I'd rather it just not happen, to be fair. They say that it's for the crowd. What was funny, like, my family were like saying to me, "Oh, you were rubbish doing that part where like you weren't really doing too much." And I was like, they don't get judged for this. Like, you do not get judged for the pose down, guys. But my family didn't know that anyway. So anyway, I think my routine's next. I won't be talking for that one.
Next, stage number 229, Lewis Somerson.
Fantastic.
Number 229.
Back to the pose down again, guys. I got a shout out to my mum, like, for cheering me on, especially I heard her then during my routine. It was really nice, have my family there. All my family were really good, shouting for me. Couldn't fault it for the support, and it was arguably my favourite ever bodybuilding show, but probably one of my worst ever bodybuilding looks, guys, to be fair. And I say I'm always progressing, which I definitely am. But in terms of the finished product that I put on stage here, that wasn't progression. But I knew exactly what I needed to fix for the next show, and I knew I could fix fast. Which is why we did the next show, which I'm actually looking forward to making that more than this one, because I know obviously the placings, and I know that I looked a lot better. That being said, it was good to experience another show. I believe this was my 8th bodybuilding show, and one on home soil, which was really nice. So yeah, we placed 4th, guys, in the class. Yeah, it is what it is. Wasn't expecting to get any higher. Potentially could have got worse. So I'll take that 4th place medal, guys. And I wasn't actually that pissed off about it, to be honest with you, because I kind of expected it. Given I knew, like, I'm not naive, guys. Like, I know when I go into shows where I'm roughly going to land, and I expected this for this show, to be fair. Even without knowing who I was going up against, just based on my own look, I shouldn't deserve to win or get even close to winning with what I put on stage. And that guy in the middle, just insane physique, absolutely crazy. He could walk into any show, natural, win easy, even win his IFBB Pro card potentially in the steroid shows. Just insane. That guy's got a huge future in the sport, and when I see that guy, like, all credit to him, but it just makes me pissed off, guys, about my own genetics and stuff. But this is the sport that we pick, guys. If you don't like it, do a different sport. Hence why I'm going into boxing next, guys. But that being said, I do love bodybuilding, and I am progressing, and yeah, I enjoy competing on these show days. Even if my physique is like it is today, not the best, it's still pretty good, and it showcases my hard work over all these years. And it definitely doesn't hurt me by doing. I've never done a show, guys, and regretted it, and especially this show was not the case. I was so happy that I did this show, and yeah, on to the next class, which is bodybuilding. Yes, guys, we took 4th place in the classic bodybuilding. There was a total of 13 of us on stage. You would have obviously seen that. Just heading back with my dad now. We're going to head back to the Airbnb. They're having a break actually in the show at the moment for 40 minutes, and then they're going to restart. I think there's 7 more classes until pro bodybuilding, because pro bodybuilding is the last class of the day. So yeah, guys, 4th place. I mean, on quick reflection, I'll probably do a full proper wrap-up video when I get back to Dubai next week. But first thoughts here, I couldn't have done really anything better, considering I wasn't that confident going into the show like an hour before. I wanted to go to the gym and do a workout, but literally as I was deciding to do that, I had like one meal, which you wouldn't have seen. One meal of 2 squares bars, scoop of whey protein, and literally the guy was telling me, like, we're looking for your number, you need to be backstage. All the other competitors in your class are backstage already. So I was like, well, yeah, no time to go to the gym. So I went backstage, was chilling out there for around 20 minutes, just sitting down. Then they took us backstage for the pump up, so I took my pre-workout. And yeah, it's pumped up. Felt like I had a good pump, like, you know, my physique started to improve, I would say, as I was pumping up. But I'm not sure exactly. Like, my family said that I look pretty good. I can't really, obviously I haven't seen any of the footage yet, so I don't really know. But it's 13 competitors. I know every bodybuilder says, oh, it's a stacked class. It was stacked, but it was stacked class, Dad. Yeah,
It was stacked, fully stacked.
there was a good, like, I would say 6 to 8 like, there was 13 of us on there. I think there was 5 guys which weren't that great,
Yeah.
but then the rest of us were pretty.
They didn't look like amateurs.
Yeah, there was like
they were pros.
there was 8 of us that were pretty good, I would say, on stage. And I was pumping up backstage, guys, and like, I seen these 3 guys, and I was just like, it happens every time. You see people, and they just got too much muscle for you. Like, it's like you're going on stage. Obviously this is not a weight class, it's a height category class, so as long as you're under the class, they got classic short, classic tall. I was obviously in the short, and yeah, you're just going to be going up with guys bigger than you. There's not a lot you can do. Like, I mean, need more muscle, really, like, you know. And yeah, I could have been tighter today, I know that for a fact, but even if I was tighter, I just know it's still not gonna place me in that top 3, you know. So top 4 was
Genetics.
Yeah, it's genetics. After a certain, I definitely think like my posing has got a lot better. My stage presence and stuff, like, I'm really confident on stage. Obviously this is my 4th season in a row now. Yeah, I don't really get any nerves even, really. My only problem is I just feel like I'm not good enough. That's it. It's more just the mental.
Imposter syndrome, they call it.
Yeah.
Where you don't think you're good enough to be around the group.
Yeah, it's more a case of that. Like, when they called my name out, obviously they called out top 5 for medals, top 3 go into the overall, and they called one guy out in 5th place. So I actually just thought, like, I'm not even gonna get called out, and then they called my number in 4th. So I was pretty happy, to be fair, guys, because, and I said to my family, 4th place is literally the best placing, because if I would have placed in 3rd place, then I would have had to go wait an hour, go into the overall, and then obviously compete later on in the day. Whereas now, because I placed out a top 3, and even if I place 3rd, I'm not going to beat the 2 guys in the overall anyway, the guys ahead of me, as well as the other guys in the other class. So now I get to go obviously home, relax for a few hours, chill out on the sofa, you know, and yeah, rest up, and then plan my next meals, and obviously plan the attack then for the night show tonight. So I need to get back now, just have a quick look at my physique, and then decide. I feel like I have done like a full body workout. Like, my legs are pretty flexed, even my upper body. So I definitely need more food. It's just a case of what food do I have. But I've got everything tracked down so far today anyway. I think I've had about 150 grams of carbs. It's like 70 grams of protein and 40 grams of fat, around about that. So yeah, we'll see what the plan is now when we get back. Guys, just checked my scale weight. I'm 161 pounds, so we're knocking around about the same scale weight. I'm pretty happy with the look, but just I need more food now. Sometimes you can add more food and your weight drops, right? So I need more food. I need to relax. I need to replenish a bit of glycogen. So, but we're not going to go too crazy. So the next meal is going to be my normal meal: 60 grams of oats, 20 grams dark chocolate, whey protein 1 scoop, and then we got 100 grams of fruit. So what's time, Dad?
2:31.
2:31. So I gotta be on stage around about 6 p.m, potentially 5. So I got 2 hours basically. I'm gonna have to start getting ready around about 4:30. Which is a shame because Man United are playing Man City at 4:30 kickoff. So I would have liked to watch that. I think there's a football match on now, so I think I'm gonna put that on. Just chill out, and potentially we'll have more food. If I do, obviously I'll show you guys. And I know as well, the pro show in the evening, there's only 6 competitors in the pro show. So I imagine they're going to place top 3 are going to get medals and potentially prize money. Maybe it's just first place prize money. They haven't actually announced what they're going to do. But I'm competing with one guy that I've met. I've competed before. He beat me back in 2023 in Seattle Worlds. He placed 6th and I placed 10th place on my pro debut. So yeah, I've been chatting to him. Nice guy. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. Be nice to share the stage with him. But I basically got 50-50 chance, guys, of getting top 3. I can't imagine it can be easy. Like, obviously, they're all pro bodybuilders, so they're not going to be like amateurs. They're all going to be in shape. Hopefully, we don't get last place. But yeah, obviously, preparation-wise, it's not been the best, seeing as I competed earlier on in the day. But potentially, who knows, that might actually help me, because I've had some stage time now. Them other boys are waiting. Maybe it's the first show of the season, which I know my mate, it is his first show. So I'm kind of warmed up nicely, right? Going into this pro show. So let's see how it goes. Right, guys, just check my scale weight. I lost 1 pound in between more food and less water. So what I'm going to do now, protein bar, believe it or not. I've also had a scoop of my Nitroflex, which has caffeine in, which it's around 4 p.m. now. I wouldn't really do this, but I don't care about my sleep too much tonight. I'm just trying to present the best look for this show. I'm going to have this pre-workout. Then we're going to head to the gym, guys, and then do a workout and then hit the stage. Probably not going to film it, as I don't want to be focusing on the camera. Just want to be focusing on the session. And my dad's probably going to have this camera anyway, because he's been filming the show. So I'll see you at the stage footage, guys. Yo guys, so did my weight session in the gym, which you wouldn't have seen. Definitely looking tighter after that session. It came back after I had 3 rice cakes, a little bit of water. I feel like the look is a lot better, a lot tighter, slightly on the flatter side, but still decent enough. I want to bring obviously better conditioning that I brought in earlier in the morning. So we're just waiting now. They're actually doing the overall, which I can see out of this door here. So we're just waiting. They're going to have pro men's physique on next. As soon as they pretty much get called out, I'm going to head downstairs, backstage. Potentially might have some sweets, some sugars, again just to replenish glycogen a little bit with a little bit more water. But let's see, guys. Yeah, Papa got me this t-shirt, my niece. But yeah, like I said, guys, let's see what we're looking like. I'm hoping to bring a better package for this next show. See what we can do.
All right, let's bring on our next pro class, our pro men's bodybuilding. This is the final class of the evening. Give it up for your pro bodybuilders. We have Christopher from the USA, Darian from Switzerland, we have Maggie, we have Louis Somerset, Pascal and Peter, and we have Innocent Lovett,
Okay guys, welcome to the pro show. This was later on in the evening. Definitely think my physique was tighter here. However, flat still, somewhat flat, a little bit tighter, but better with the bodybuilding trunks as well. I don't like them classic trunks I had, which I did rectify in the next show that I did. However, still not good enough, guys. Still not quite good enough, but it was a better look in the evening. what I could have done better was adding in more food, more sodium, and a better pump up. I feel like I would have had a much fuller, better physique. But it wasn't to be, guys, on the day. I always said if I could compete in bodybuilding shows, I would do it every weekend. And trust me, I would get so much better, faster. And I've proven that by competing 2 weeks in a row. Because the look from now to the next show is insanely different. And I'm sure the judges would agree with that, because some of the judges here were also judging in the Dubai show, and also some of the boys that I competed with here. The guy on the left, Chris, the far right, your left guys here. He beats me in this show, and then I beat him next week in the UAE show, and he said, "You look like crazy. You look so different, bro." Like, and on this day he looked better, and then in the Dubai show he didn't peak quite correctly, and he looked worse, and he wasn't happy. So I wasn't happy about this, and then he wasn't happy about the Dubai show, and that's bodybuilding for you guys. If you win a show, you just look the best on the day, right? So many different variables, so many different tweaks can happen to change things. But the problem is, guys, we do all this effort, all this work for 20 minutes on stage, and then if you do a long off season, you're doing that once every 2 or 3 years. Hence why I like to compete every year, because it keeps things fresh. I can sharpen my tools, so to speak, and I can keep progressing. I can see the progressions in terms of muscle, in terms of dieting, in terms of peaking, you know. And but it's an expensive sport, guys. Like, I don't want to go too much into the details and the money and financials, but like, this show probably cost me around 2,000 British pounds to do this show, with the travel and everything. And I was staying in my mum's house as well, so I didn't even need to pay accommodation apart from in London, which my mum actually sorted out. So I paid 2,000 without that. And yeah, it's just an expensive sport. Like, the show in Dubai also cost me about, I don't know, about £1,000 that was as well, if you factor in all the costs. But it's what we sign up for, guys, and I enjoy. I don't know where I was looking at, but you're not moving you in the middle, bro. Like, you're going out to the side. I was the first one to put my hand up when they call my number. No, everyone else is always like slow with that. But yeah, looking not too bad here, guys. Like, I wouldn't say drastically out of place in terms of the lineup. Like, yeah, I mean, I deserve to be where I'm at, but I wouldn't say it's a huge margin. Like, I wouldn't say, oh, this guy needs like a 3-year off season to build muscle. I would look at him and be like look at myself and be like, okay, he needs to tweak his posing. He probably needs to tweak his peak week, his training into the show, and yeah, he could place better. He needs more fat loss as well, which is what I knew going into this show, guys. This was a warm-up show. I don't like to say a warm-up show, but it really was a warm-up show. Like, I'm around about 6 pounds on stage here, away from where I need to be in terms of conditioning. So that's quite a lot of weight, actually. But it is what it is. I mean, I don't have much else to say, guys. I'm just rambling on, really. I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. This is giving you a good insight into what goes through the mind of a natural professional bodybuilder. One that's not particularly blessed with the best genetics in the game, guys. And I self-coach myself as well, I will say that, throughout my whole career. And give you a good insight on what is involved in a show day in itself. I hope made a decent video here for you to see. It's not like super fancy edits and whatnot, but it's just giving you that raw look into the life of a natural bodybuilder, guys. Especially in the build-up. If you watch all my videos on the build-up, like the peak week videos and the travel videos, you'll see, like, you'll start to learn about like my mindset. And a lot of us bodybuilders, we think along the same, we're very similar, guys. Like, from speaking to all the guys backstage and over the years connecting and meeting loads of other fellow bodybuilders, we're very all similar, like, and it's actually good. That's the part I like about bodybuilding. Like, when we're backstage, we're all getting to know each other, we're connected through Instagram, and
you're always just staying in touch, or maybe not talking all the time, but you're following each other's journey and seeing everyone like training and how they all have different styles. And yeah, it's really good. That's the side of the sport that I actually do like, because ultimately, guys, I dropped my number come off the back there in my shirt, so I just threw it to the side. But yeah, ultimately, like, we all love to train, and we love to yeah, just progress and then show it off on stage. The diet, the suffering. But the standard, I would say, is pretty high in this class, guys. Apart from me and the 7 of us, right? Me and the 7th place guy. I don't know if I place 7th or he plays 6th. I'm not exactly sure, but it's close between me and him. Outside of the top, I would say, not top 5. Well, they've brought me into the middle here. They moved Chris out. I don't know why they were quite thinking there. Maybe he was losing his midsection control. I'm not sure. But even in the lightweight class, guys, based on my height and my weight, I'm not like super small, right? Like, I've got a decent amount of size to me. Well, this is not the lightweight category. I must mention that. Like, the guy next to me in the green trunks, he's like 85 kg, guys, but you wouldn't say that looking at us. I mean, he's of course got a lot more muscle, but not 85 kg. I'm like 72 kg here. He's like 12 kg heavier than me, and I wouldn't say that looking at the legs. So again, there is potential for me there, but Max in the middle here, phenomenal physique, amazing bodybuilder. I kind of seen him online a few times, but obviously I met him at this show. Nice guy, and crazy physique, deserving winner in this show. I think the guy next to me in the green trunks was expecting to win, because he said backstage that, like, it's that when he got 2nd place, like, it was tough placing 2nd, which is crazy, guys, because, like, if I place 2nd in the show, I would be happy with that. But it just goes to show that there's levels to this game, guys, and, like, to be fair to him, like, he's striving to be the top and to be the best of the best. And yeah, I kind of like to hear that from him when he was arguably pissed off that he got 2nd. And I'm the same. Like, even if I got 2nd place in this pro show, I wouldn't, like, go and celebrate, you know, sort of thing. I want to win, guys. Like, I don't do all this to get 2nd. None of us do, right? But that's just the way bodybuilding falls sometimes. Like, there's 7 of you on stage, there's only 1 winner. The rest of you lose. Like, you're all not happy. And this is the tough side of the sport. But on any given day, if things go your way, could be in there with a chance of potentially winning, right? And as long as you're in the mix, which I would say, looking at the lineup, like, I'm not in the mix to win, but I'm not, like I said, oh, why is he a pro, or why is he on stage? That's bad. Like, outside of the top 3, well, top 4 really, yeah, it's pretty close. But the judges, I think, got it somewhat correct. I don't agree with one of the placings for this show. I believe that was a bit, it should have gone a different way, but I kind of expected it to go that way, which I won't go into details because I'll shoot myself in the foot. I've learned, guys, from previous showday videos to kind of keep my mouth shut somewhat, but yeah, that being said, it was a good showing, and I think I've got another routine.
Number 229, Lewis Somerson.
You can actually talk to you guys, actually. You can hear my niece there shouting, which is nice. And I think this routine is better than the first one, guys, to be honest. I like the trunks better. The team is slightly different as well. I was just a little bit more composed in that shot there. Sometimes, guys, you practice routine, but when you're on stage, you kind of get a little bit of a mind blank at certain parts, and you kind of forget the posing. I kind of forgot there what I was doing. I edited this song together as well. Like a cloud movie, I think. Obviously, I wasn't meant to do that pose there, guys. And that is different to what I first did. But it was so nice to hear my family guys in the crowd. Honestly, like I said, this was my favourite show by far.
Okay, let's move on
But
to,
the next
let's
show is going to
welcome
be
our
probably
pro
my best ever
bodybuilder
look.
today.
Alright, let's welcome Christopher from the USA. Dario from Switzerland.
I got to mention shout out to WNBF guys. This was a top level show back from the venue, the work for the show, everything was on point. The timing, we were backstage. Like, I can't recommend competing with WNBF UK show. It was one of the best shows I've ever been to. Like, it's better than even Worlds. Everyone who's been to Worlds knows that it's not the greatest in terms of shows. But it's the prestigious thing about Worlds, which I love, which hopefully, let's see, I'll probably talk about this in later videos, but potentially we will be competing again at Worlds later on this year, which at the moment of filming this video, Worlds is 9 weeks away, guys. But thoroughly enjoyed the show, thoroughly enjoyed everything about it, spending time with my family, being back in the UK. It was just a really good trip, guys, that I've got a lot of very good memories from. And I wasn't really doing much. I was just training, eating, sleeping, but it was really good. Hopefully I'll go back to the UK sooner rather than later this time around, because I did really enjoy it. And I met some good friends at this show, guys. Like everyone, like I connected Chris here, who I was just flexing with. Real nice guy, he's from America. And the rest of the boys as well. I know 1 or 2 of them, but the rest of them I met at the show. And we had really good like banter and, well, not, I wouldn't say banter, but we just had good chats, guys, like backstage and like when we were waiting to go out. Everyone just seemed really friendly, like, you know, and they were all just kind of somewhat happy to be there and be competing. So yeah, the whole experience was really good, and definitely gonna remember this show. This was my 8th bodybuilding show, guys. The next one I do, which is going to be in the next video shortly after this one. I'm going to put it out probably the end of next week. Hope you liked the video, guys. If you did, please smash the like button. I want to continue making videos on this channel, doing bodybuilding, giving you knowledge around coaching, and continuing to do that. So just please help me out and just subscribe and grow the channel, because I really appreciate it. Everyone was in a different country, guys, out of this line. Which was also pretty cool. I think I was the only British guy in the lineup even, actually.
So, you are the first pro
I
show
thought that
for
match who won it was
English.
England. I think it was from Germany or Switzerland, something like that. I think Switzerland. But yeah, we didn't place, guys. But it's still improvement, because the show that I did last year, I placed 9th place, which was was my last show that I did in a natural show. So now we've moved down to, I believe I'm going to say I was 6th. I didn't ask the judges for feedback. I didn't ask where I placed him, but I'm going to say I was 6th. Sorry, bro, if you're watching this, the guy in 7th, can't remember his name, but I'm going to claim that 6th spot, bro, because I was more in the center. You were on the edge the whole time. I was moved in a few times. That's my reasoning for saying I finished 6th. But it would have been nice to place top 5, guys, get a medal, but as you're going to see in the next video, things change in regarding that. But congrats to Max anyway. Phenomenal physique, especially the guy that finished 2nd, and even the guy that finished 4th. I think he should have probably finished higher, but I don't think his posing was that great. But again, like, ton of muscle. Right, guys, giving you raw, quick video. Just sitting with my family, about to have a meal now. I won't go into the show and in depth. That's going to be in my wrap up, because I don't really know what I look like. But basically we placed either 7th or 6th place. I think it was 6th place in the pro show, which was basically last but one, because there was 7 of us on stage. So obviously not what I was hoping for in terms of placings, but we need to see what the physique looks like, obviously, and the only way I'm going to do that
the only time I'm going to be able to do that is when I check the show video back. I'll probably do a wrap-up separate video, guys, with the whole show day and giving you my thoughts on how it went. But for now, just going to enjoy this meal. We head back to Dubai tomorrow evening, so get some good rest tonight. Fly in then at 10 p.m. tomorrow. Back to Dubai. We're going to see what the physique is looking like. I've got till Wednesday to decide on whether I want to do the WNBF UAE show. So obviously I need to see what the physique. We've ordered food now. I haven't been able to have any food with my family this whole trip, so I'm definitely planning, like I said, a meal. I'll show you that when it comes. And yeah, let's see once I get back in Dubai how I'm looking, how I'm feeling. I'll have a bit of a reflection, I'm sure, once I'm on the plane, and then we'll decide what the plan is going forward, guys. So yeah, I'll just sign this video out now. See you in the next one, I guess. So this is what we got, guys. Pizza. Also, I've ordered a burger that's coming now, and maybe we'll get a dessert afterwards as well. Let's see.
Not allowed to think.
Harper, what have you eaten?
Chocolate brownie.
Mini chocolate brownie, apple crumble.
Big chocolate brownie.